So we are talking about the golden quadrilateral. Well, I gave you the places you have to remember. And for this, you have something called as north-south corridor, east-west corridor. Now, what are the north and the south corridors? North corridor is that it is Jammu and Kashmir. That is, you take Jammu and Kashmir and you have Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu. This is called as the north-south corridor. So when you draw a line, you get it as a straight line. That is, north is Jammu and Kashmir and down is, you get the Tamil Nadu. That is Kanyakumari, the tip of the Indian continent, you call it as. So that is called as north-south corridor. Then east-west, that means we will talk about west to east, but usually they say east to west you talk about. East to west corridor is, it starts from Silchar in Assam to Porbandar in Gujarat. Am I clear? Silchar in Assam is east, then Porbandar is in west. So again, I'm telling that golden quadrilateral is 4 places. It is a 6-lane road. Delhi, Calcutta. Can you complete? Delhi,
Calcutta, Mumbai, and then again Delhi.
come on, Jiren. Delhi,
Delhi, Calcutta, Mumbai, and Delhi.
Chennai. You forget Chennai how. Delhi, Calcutta, Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi. Okay. It is a 6-lane superhighway road. And the north-south corridors are Jammu and Kashmir, Kanyakumari. East-west is Silchar in Assam and Porbandar in Gujarat. These are the ones you have to remember. What is the major objective? Why the superhighways have been taken up by the government of India as a road development project is to reduce the time and distance between the mega cities of India. These are all the metro cities. So in order to reduce the distance, you can take this particular road instead of going through the entire road. If you go through these superhighways, you can reach very fast and also the distance will be reduced as such. And these highway projects are implemented, maintained by the National Highway Authority of India, NHAI. That is also abbreviation you should remember, National Highway Authority of India, NHAI, National Highway Authority of India. Am I clear with this? So once again, I'm telling you all that along with this, you please learn the other roads also. What are the express highways, what have been developed newly, and what are the things that have come into existence. Please make a note. This is very important because there are so many highways that have been constructed now, and the distance has been reduced between the major cities and also other places. So please make a note also. And recently there was also a tunnel that was inaugurated by Prime Minister Modi also, by which that particular place, the distance has been reduced. Okay. A tunnel also has been done. That is in the northeastern India, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Just check for that information also. Okay. Google all these, and when you are learning anything, my suggestion is that go for the latest information. What is the latest one? You should know. So if you are going for the transportation system, find out what are the new things. Now we can talk about the metros, we can talk about the bullet trains and the fastest. That means when we come to railways, we can talk about all that. But as far as roadways is concerned, you will be talking mainly about the various highways that have been constructed and how the government of India is trying to reduce the distance between the various areas. This is one aspect. Second one we have is the national highways. What are national highways is that they will be linking the extreme parts of the country. So what do they link? So when I'm saying national highway, there are about 30 national highways they say, but there are more than that also. But usually for the students, they say it is national highway. And national highway number 7 is considered to be the most important national highway, which is the longest in our country, connecting from what is that particular place? I forgot. Varanasi to Kanyakumari. It connects from Varanasi to Kanyakumari, which is considered to be the longest and covers a distance of 2,369 kilometers. And it connects places like Jabalpur, Nagpur, Hyderabad, Bengaluru, and Madurai. Okay, and Delhi and Mumbai are connected by National Highway 8, and while National Highway 15 covers most of the Rajasthan. There are 30 national highways we talk about. So, but the most important one is National Highway number 7, which connects or which has a distance of 2,369 kilometers. Figures are very important because in MCQs they ask this figures only they will ask. you should be able to know. So National Highway number 1, National Highway number 1, National Highway number 2, all these are the areas you should know. So first, let us see what do they connect. These are the primary road systems and they are laid by the Central Public Works Department, CPWD. Again, I'm telling you the abbreviation, Central Public Works Department. Central Public Works Department. This particular department is responsible for laying the national highways and maintaining the roads also. A number of major national highways are running in north, south, east, west directions as such. And the historical Sher Shah Suri Marg is called as National Highway number 1 between Delhi and Amritsar. So National Highway 1 is between Delhi and Amritsar. I'm telling you, National Highway number 1, National Highway number 2, National Highway number 7. These are all considered to be the most important ones which they usually ask, especially National Highway number 1. This is also called as the GT Road, Grand Trunk Road it is called as, which is constructed by Sher Shah Suri at that time. In history, when you read, you will get Sher Shah Suri administration, and he was the one who started with these roadways and railways and all that. So it is again coming in geography also. It is also called as the GT Road. Okay, Sher Shah Suri Marg, that is National Highway number 1 between Delhi and Amritsar also. So we should know what is National Highway number 2. I think it is from Delhi to, remember the place exactly, just I will check and tell, otherwise you can check that also. Okay, then comes the state highways. It links a state capital with different district headquarters. For example, if you take Karnataka, is there, from Karnataka to all the districts, how many districts are there in Karnataka? Whatever connects, that is called as the state highways as such. And these are mainly maintained by the State Public Works Department. That is Central Public Works Department. State government is State Public Works Department, and they are responsible for maintaining and construction of the roads. That is Central Government. National Highways, Central Government. State highways is state governments as such. Then you have the district roads. They connect district headquarters. That means one particular district you take and it connects with all the villages which are existing, and also with the capital city also, other places of the district also. And these are maintained with the Zilla Parishad. We all know about the local bodies we have, that is Zilla Parishad will be maintaining this. Then you have the other roads. That means these are main roads I'm talking about. What are the other roads we have? Is that the rural roads, which usually link the rural areas and the villages with towns, and they are classified under this category. And these roads are constructed under the Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Please remember this. Okay, these are actually linking the rural areas and the villages with the nearest towns. Okay, and these roads usually are constructed with the funds they receive from Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Please remember that particular scheme also, Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. And every village is linked to a major town in the country by an all-season motorable road. Now, one more thing, what is motorable road? All season is that in any weather. Usually what happens in our country is during the rainy season, the roads disappear. So this particular scheme has been brought about in order to see that during any season, they will be remaining as such. Am I clear? Then you have the border roads also. Just now I mentioned, this is the one which is maintained by the Border Roads Organization. It is called as Border Roads Organization, BRO it is called as. So border road is that it is the Government of India initiative which maintains and construct roads in the bordering areas of the country. All the borders of the country, they will be constructing here. It was established in 1960. One more year you have to remember, 1960, and for developing important roads in the northeastern. You all know that our northeastern region is very hilly region, and you don't have straight roads as such, so construction of roads is very difficult here, and they try to construct the roads here and also improve the accessibility so that people can move from one place to another place as such. Okay, so these are constructed at very high areas also, at higher altitude also. Okay, Okay, and the last point which I mentioned about is what are the two types of roads? You called it as metal roads, unmetalled roads. That means you call it as pakka roads and kacha roads. Pakka roads are that which are all constructed, you call it as cement, and also they use coal, bitumen and all that, so that they will withstand any type of weather. Usually during the time of the rainy season, most of the roads are washed away. But if it is a pakka road or if it is, you call it as a metal road, it will remain even during the rainy season also. But in our country, majority of the roads are unmetalled roads which go out of the use in the rainy season as the two types of roads. Then you call it as road density. What is road density? Is that the length of road per every 100 square kilometers of area is known as the density of. That means you take 100 kilometers and then square kilometers of area and see how much of metal road is there. Higher that, then you call it as a density of the roads. If you take the distribution is not very even in our country. In some places you have good roads, in some places you don't have roads only properly. It varies from 12.14 kilometers in Jammu and Kashmir to 517.77 kilometers in Kerala. That is, this is according to the statistics of 2011. That means southern states are better served by the density of roads compared to the northern and other states. So, and road transportation also faces a number of problems. What are the problems we are talking about? Today we can see the traffic, how much of traffic is there on the roads. So every day number of vehicles are increasing, traffic is increasing, passengers are increasing, but the road network is very inadequate. We find that the roads are very narrow, it is not maintained properly. There are so many potholes, we do not know, the roads are not maintained properly as such. So most of the roads are unmetalled. As I told you, that majority of the roads are unmetalled and their usage is limited in the rainy season. As I said, that the road is washed away, you don't even see the road also over there. Then even our national highways also, if you take, they are not maintained properly as such. So, and the roadways are highly congested. As I said, that the traffic is increasing, the number of vehicles are increasing, and keeping in view in all these, that's where the government of India has come up with so many things called as express highways, or we call it as a golden quadrilateral. So many things the government has done so that they can improve the, you can also see the number of accidents also are increasing in our country because of bad maintenance of the roads or because of the heavy traffic or speeds and all these things. Like that means we don't have a proper lanes as such in a disciplined manner to go. And you all know that, I do not know in Bangalore, I do not know, but in Hyderabad, they don't follow any traffic rules at all and they come as they like. So especially that road discipline is not there in our country. There is no road discipline at all in the people as to how to follow the traffic rules. So these are the problems which the roadways actually face as such. So Shailaja, I will stop here. Next week we can continue with the railways, I think. Okay, Shailaja?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Right. So, children, we will end the session here.
Only one is there. What about the other two? Where did they go?
Just till now, they were there.
There.
Partly network issues,
Maybe
sometimes.
network